I'm Roger Riggs. I'm from Freedom, Oklahoma. We've lived here about 4 years now. This country fascinates me. My grandmother was born and raised north of Freedom, so this has always been home. And so when we retired, this is where we chose to retire. It's just a nice community, and so is Alva, and this has just always been home to me. I started painting when I was 13 years old. We lived in Perryton, Texas, and there was a neighbor that did oil painting, and she was excellent. And she got me interested and started in painting. And I had excellent art teachers growing up in Texas. That was a mandatory class, and luckily I had excellent art teachers that pushed and taught us all to use our mind to create memories and to expand our horizons. And so it just has progressed through there. Then when I got married and went on to college, I took a few art classes, but it was just the basics. And I just have experimented and got my own little style. And since then, but there was a lot of years that raising a family and working 2 jobs to support them just did not warrant painting. And so the older I've gotten, the more I've gotten back into the painting, and I enjoy it. It's just my stress relief. And I've been lucky enough to progress through the years that I have. The older I've gotten, the more I have time to play with the paints. And I just enjoy it. I'm not a TV person. I never have been. And so this is my out. And my kids, none of them are interested in art. And I so wanted to be able to teach them what I know. And so I turned to the nursing home. I worked there part-time. I helped out when we lived in Kansas. We owned a farm there. And I volunteered a lot, and I taught art is ageless. And that was for people that were over 75, that were in the nursing home. That was 2 of the qualifications. And everyone I taught took first place in the state of Kansas, and their art is ageless. So that's my claim to fame. But I so enjoyed working with those older people, because a lot of them had taken art classes when they were younger and in college, but they forgot all about it. Well, this gave them a chance to express themselves and to show that they really weren't dead after all. There was more to life than just sitting there wasting away. And then when we moved here and I totally retired, I taught art at the local school here in Freedom. And it was different because it was children. But children are so much fun because everything is a new experience to them. And the way they see life and the way they see things are so different from people my age. And it was just fascinating to me that their imaginations would just run wild, and we're going to do this and do this. So if I never do anything else in my life again, I enjoyed those children, and I enjoyed working with them and trying to get them started on the creative side. So.
And you said you paint mostly from memory?
Yes, all my paintings are things that I remember growing up as a kid. We spent every summer in Canada, so all the mountain scenes are places I've been to in Canada. Places when I was a kid I didn't appreciate. And now people say, don't you paint from a picture? No, it's the only pictures in my mind. And when you're young, you don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. And now I appreciate those things and the places I've been and the places along the way to Canada every summer. But when you're a kid driving 3,000 miles to see a pine tree is just not your thing. But now I appreciate all the things that my parents did, and I value that so much more. So that's why I paint those things, because it's such a vivid, it's just a way of keeping my memory alive when I paint those pictures.